The way I felt this morning, I really don't know if I could run much quicker than that 4:10 pace. Oh, another cracking morning. Just finished a 40-minute tempo and it's cold. I must be getting soft in my old age. It's 9 degrees when I got out of the car, but wow, it was cool. So 40-minute tempo this morning, continuing on with that plan of one speedy session a week. Progressive run was last week and the tempo this morning. Man, I tell you what, it's tough. It's tough on the MAF because you're just not used to running at that speed, and I found that in last week's progressive run and today's tempo run that I feel like I'm fatiguing towards the end of both of them. Last week's progressive run was 35 minutes and I did 40 today on the tempo at about a 4-minute 10 kilometre average. I'll put the mile conversion up there. Just feeling that fatigue late in those up-paced runs. I think that's just because of the MAF, because you're just doing the MAF at the same doing the MAF at the same pace, the same heart rate. Like you're not lifting your. I'm just gibbering here at the moment. So let's get this right. It's a real change from the MAF. You know, the MAF you're really locked into that heart rate, which locks you into a pace. And working just a little bit harder, you can really feel it. I'm feeling it right through the hip flexors at the moment. Just that little bit quicker pace. I know I did that speed block in April, which helped a real lot, but I hadn't done anything since then speed wise until the last couple of weeks, and I'm feeling it, and I'm feeling it a fair bit, and I could really sense in that last 8 to 10 minutes of that 40-minute tempo this morning that I was fatiguing. Not badly, but it was enough to make me realise that I was just losing a little bit of form. So got plenty more work to do there. 4:10 average, which was a little bit below that 3-hour marathon pace. No way that I could keep that pace up for 42.2, so that shows you how much work I've got to do. So 40-minute tempo, about 9 point something K, a little bit over 9K for the tempo. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm just struggling to maintain that pace for a longer period of time. I got a 8-kilometre time trial planned for next week's speed session, so that's going to be interesting to see how that goes, because the way I felt this morning, I really don't know if I could run much quicker than that 4:10 pace. So but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Taking you back to the plan that I am on at the moment, it's dropping 3 sessions a week of the MAF. So this morning's was the up pace speed session, so I'm doing that once a week. I'm doing the Fridays without the watch, so just running by feel, and then Saturday mornings as well, just getting on the grass and just chugging along to whatever takes my fancy. And then the other 4 days I'm still running to MAF. Monday recovery, the midweek long run, another run of 12 to 15k during the midweek, and then the long run on Sunday at MAF. So I can already sense the improvement in running to the MAF levels. Just after that progressive run last week, I felt a lot more comfortable running to the MAF levels in the past few days. What else can I tell you there? I haven't had a rest day for a couple of weeks, but not feeling like I need one just at the moment. Still having a little bit of trouble with my right hip. I don't know if you remember that I had a fall on the trails a few weeks ago and fell on that right side, and just feeling a little bit of, wouldn't say it's pain, but just like a dull ache in there from time to time. Doesn't appear to be affecting me too much, Whether I've just bruised something in there and it's just sort of taking a while to come right, I'm not sure, but just a little bit annoying. I just feel a little bit tight around that glute area, so I have to keep an eye on that. Oh guys, just a couple of things I forgot to mention this morning after doing that tempo run. My pacing was all over the place. I think I ranged from about a 4:15 down to a 4:02 kilometre split. And that's something I have found with the MAF, that it's just buggered up my pacing at that quicker pace. I used to be reasonably good at sticking to a pace in those sort of runs, but ever since I've been doing the MAF, it's just really thrown things out. So that's something I'll have to work on a little bit more, because obviously running those lower fours as part of that tempo has probably contributed a little bit to the fatigue later in that session. And also the reason I'm doing these sessions now in conjunction with the MAF is to just get the legs turning over a little bit more. Just want to see if I can get a little bit of speed back into those legs, which can help me run at just that little bit quicker on those MAF runs. It's while still sticking to my MAF aerobic heart rate level of 132. Oh, and I should mention too that with the channel is getting very close to 500 subscribers. Really blows me away that so many people have jumped on board the channel and are following my journey through the MAF and all the other running that I'm doing. So thanks very much guys for your support, really do appreciate it. And all those comments too that I get on the channel, it does take me a little while to get through them all, but I try to make sure that I answer every single one of you down below in the comments, and also on Strava that I get quite a lot of comments there as well. Again guys, thanks very much for your support. Hopefully you continue to follow along with the journey and with the channel. Hopefully you're getting a few little tips out of the channel that are helping you on your running journey. So again guys, thanks very much for your support. That's about where we're up to for this week. Keeping these videos short from now on guys. So stay safe out there, happy running, and I'll catch you in the next video. Hooroo.